multiplication, division, and graphing bonus clip. This is going to be Unit 7 and Unit 8 assessment. And obviously you're going to see multiplication, division, and graphing problems on there, and you're going to see those being presented in several different ways. First off, you're going to see just multiplication problems there for you. I'm going to attempt to use my pen today, but just real briefly, but I'm having an issue with my board that's causing me not to write it up, so I'll give it a shot. For instance, you may see 80 times 3. So I have taught the student strategies to rewriting this problem, and again, it's just not going to work today for me. Rewriting this problem and writing 80 times 3 going down, and being able to know the fact of 8 times 3 is 24, and then adding the 0 on. So we've learned some strategies to solve larger problems like that. So knowing those smaller facts, like 8 times 3, are going to help you solve those larger problems. You're also going to see problems like 10 times blank equals 30. You need to use your knowledge of your tens facts to fill in what is the missing blank. You can also use your knowledge of division to help you solve a problem similar to that by knowing the related facts. What I mean by related facts would be 6 times 4 and 4 times 6 both equal 24, but you also need to know the division counterpart to that. 24 divided by 6 equals 4, and that would be part of knowing the related facts. When you're solving some word problems, sometimes you might be asked, for instance, you're going to see on a bonus box question in a minute, the third grade class had 6 equal groups, and there were 24 students in all, but you may not use, one of the answers may not be the division problem. It may be 6 times 4 equals 24, because you may need to know that there's a related fact to that. So a lot of times, being able to identify the related facts is going to help you get the answer right to the problem on this test. Also, you're going to need to know problems like 32 divided by 8 and 25 divided by 5. You can take 5 groups and put 25 in it and draw it out. You may know your division related fact to that, or you may know the division answer. But I'm going to encourage you to show your work in whatever method that you choose. You're also going to need to be able to identify illustrations and have them help you create a multiplication or a division problem using the illustrations that's there. You're going to be asked to analyze an addition table and figure out if you add an even number and an even number, what is the result going to be? What is the result for an even and odd number? And vice versa. So be able to know and play around with even and odd and figure out what the result is. And then we're going to be making sure that we touch on graphing. You're going to see picture graph questions, and you're going to see bar graph questions. You're going to be asked questions like, what is the rule to that? You're going to be asked questions like, what is the interval on the bar graph chart? All that means is, what is the bar graph counting by? If the bar graph chart is going up to 0s, 5s, 10s, 15s, 20s, 25s, 30s on the side, the interval would be 5. On picture graphs, the symbol may not always equal 1. It may be that the symbol is going to be worth 5, or worth 2, or worth 10, and you'll have to count by that value to find out the answer to the problem. Now, you're going to start your bonus questions, and I'm going to go through and read each one to you, and then you will need to go back and answer them. When you give me the answers on your papers in the bonus box, please make sure that you have shown your work on that. Let's start with the first one. Ms. Johnson divided her third grade class into 6 equal groups for the Road Mountain field trip. If there are 24 students in her class, how many students were in each group? Which equation below would help you find the answer? It may not be the equation that you would necessarily use to solve this problem. It may be a related fact that would help you get to the answer though. So make sure that you show your work on this, draw it out, and figure out which one would help you. For the second one, there are 5 desks in the science lab, 11 desks in the math room, and 8 desks in the art room. All 3 rooms must have the same number of desks. How many desks should be in each room? This is a multi-step problem that you're going to have to read several times to figure out exactly what it's asking you to do. Please read carefully and show your work. For bonus number 3, Carol swims on the swim team for the Stone Lake. She has competed in 4 meets so far and has the following scores: 25, 22, 19, and 16. If the pattern continues, what will be her next score? Also want you to think about what the rule will be as well. And then the last problem, I want you to pay attention to the intervals on the side, 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I want you to analyze the chart before you ever answer any questions. Using the data from the graph, what type or types of books were read more often than a biography, but less often than a fairy tale? A lot of times you have to read a problem several times to truly process what it's asking you to do, and then really reflect on what the bar graph is about to truly be able to answer that question. Take your time, and you're going to also need to work it out. Please go back and rewatch the clip and make sure you're taking your time, and I look forward to getting your bonus box answers